What's up, everybody? I'm Tamee Harrison, and welcome to Mix Cocktail Live, coming to you smack in the middle of a place I love to call Awesome Town. We have an absolutely fantastic show planned for you guys today. We have a very, very special guest. This guy is not only a wizard with cocktails, he is also a multi-award-winning mixologist, and I'm proud to say he's one of my very close friends. So please give a very warm welcome to Michael Blum!
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
Oh my God, it's going so fantastic. How are you doing?
The first time you're here, right?
Yes, this is my first time
you're
here.
on Mix?
It's true, first time, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Are you really?
I'm like thrilled. You can't see, but I'm like dancing down here.
We have a lot of people tune in, ready to say hello to you. So we're gonna say a quick shout out to, we got Killer Vamp in here, we got Jam Garcia, we got Danny, we got Brandon, we got Dixie, we got Larry, we've got Betty, we got Tex, we got Tell. So many people are tuning in already.
That's a lot. It's a lot of people.
Crazy, right?
I mean, that was a lot. You just nailed it.
And it's only just beginning. So everybody, yes, please chat with us. Write us your comments, your desires, your questions, like and subscribe. And of course, everybody that's tuned in on TikTok, hop on over to YouTube Live so you can join in the chat as well. So today, special day.
Friday.
It
right?
is National Hat Day.
I didn't get that memo.
So I thought I'll throw on a hat.
It looks great.
But funny thing is that it's also National Booch Day.
I don't know what booch is.
I think that's the slang word for kombucha.
Ah, kombucha. I love that stuff. Good for your gut.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I would throw in some healthier drinking to start off with.
I think that's a great idea.
And I made a shot.
I love shots.
This is the kombucha mule.
Kombucha mule.
Kombucha mule.
Kombule.
Kombule.
Kombucha.
This is the kombule.
Kombule.
So easy to make. You can get kombucha with ginger and lemon.
I love it, both those things.
Lime.
They're fantastic.
Throw in some vodka.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that even better.
And you got yourself the kombule.
Kombule.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clinky.
Clink.
Clinky, clinky. That is delicious, and it's good for you.
I know.
Oh, I clinkied a little too much. Got a little something on there.
It.
Oh, was it you or me? I don't know.
It was me. It was too full.
Oh, it's just too much excitement. There's so much excitement going on.
So exciting.
Oh, I can't control myself.
What have you got planned for us today?
I've got a couple things planned. 3 to be exact.
Yes.
We're gonna start out with something a little more simple, but in general, these cocktails are kind of the vibe that they look harder than they are.
Okay.
Which is a lot of my stuff is like that.
Meaning what?
Meaning like, you'll see the glass and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I could never make that. But like, you can totally make it. It's really simple, and we're gonna show you how.
Okay.
It's real easy. We're gonna start with something very simple.
Yeah.
It's basically just a spritz, and I've just kind of made it a bit more exciting by throwing some more stronger booze into it, basically. The Aperol Spritz is like so hot right now, wouldn't you agree?
It is.
It's just so hot right now. Everybody's drinking it at brunch,
Yes.
lunch,
Golf.
Golf, even in the
saying.
evening. It's just fantastic.
Yes.
So I wanted to do something with the spritz that isn't quite so light.
Okay.
It's a little bit more exciting.
Okay.
But I also wanted to, at the same time, make it a little, give it a little more trickery in it. You'll see when we get to the garnishing. It's very, very simple.
Okay.
Shall I get to it?
Yeah, get to it.
All
I
right.
want to see what's going on here.
We're starting out with Mulholland
get to
Gin.
drinking.
Mulholland Gin is a local gin in LA. It's fantastic. Matthew Alper and Walton Goggins got together, and they produced the spirit of LA, as we like to call it. They have a gin, a vodka, and a whiskey. We're going to be using the vodka a little bit later.
Oh, nice.
I absolutely love this stuff. It's got like this cucumber lavender vibe that just works in everything. It works in things you wouldn't even think it works in.
Okay.
And since it works so well, we're gonna throw 1.5 ounces into this lovely wine glass.
It's getting crazy.
I do like a boozy drink, and so I loaded up with 1.5 ounces of gin. And that's a good way to get a boozy, set a nice base for yourself.
Yeah.
For what we're gonna be calling a Cin Spritz.
Cin Spritz?
Cin.
Oh, Cin Spritz.
I believe you call it
Cin
Spritz.
Okay.
Now, I could be pronouncing that wrong, but Cinzano is a lovely vermouth. They have a Bianco,
Yeah.
a dry, a Rosso, and I'm sure they have a couple other varieties as well.
Okay.
We're using the Rosso in this one, and you can use any vermouth you want. We've got some back here. We've got Martini Rossi, Dolan. You could use any of those, but we're using Cinzano because we're calling it Cin Spritz, just because I like that name.
it.
And Cinzano's fantastic.
Well, I like vermouth in general. It's so versatile.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
People I find are afraid of vermouth. I think there's people are scared of it because of like the old bottles that would be that'd be sitting on a shelf for ages and never used, and then they get it poured into a martini and they're like, this isn't good.
That's it. Well, that's the thing. People
been
don't
sitting.
know what to mix it with, and it's such a great ingredient, especially
Agreed.
like red vermouth.
Rosso for in this
I
case.
know, Rosso.
It's Italian, you know.
It's
Very worldly.
Italiano.
We're worldly here.
Yeah, because I learned that it has the dryness of white, but the sweetness of red.
Correct. You kind of get
You
a
know,
middle
so
middle of the road. You
you're
get
blending.
it's sweet but not overbearingly sweet.
Exactly.
And it's still considered a sweet, but it
Yeah.
is also dry.
I like
and
that.
of this, we're going to put in an ounce. It's going to give us some nice color.
Oh, as I was speaking, I just have my pants in my back pocket.
Oh my goodness.
As I was speaking, because we said we can drink this at golf, I have a golf tee in my back pocket.
You're ready. She's
Okay.
ready for anything.
How random is that?
She is ready for anything.
Ready to go.
Where
Ready to
did I
go.
put the ice?
What do you need? Ice?
Where did I put that ice? I just don't know where the ice is. This is
we
when I would
need to
add
send a
some
producer
cold
out
draft
for
ice, gentlemen.
Where is the ice man?
So this is when we would be adding some cold draft ice. We're about to do that. But basically this is our base. We're gonna add ice and then we're gonna top it with Cava, and that's what's gonna make it a spritz. The
we go.
excitement
The ice man has arrived.
comes, as I said, with the garnishing a little bit. I'll
Okay.
show you that when we get to it. Just throw a couple of cubes in there.
I
guess that's
would
four.
this be a great drink to start off the evening with before you eat?
Yes, that was the idea of, the fact that you have that
A little aperitif.
vermouth in there.
Yeah.
That's gonna set you up
Yeah.
to start essentially salivating and start kind of being hungry and kind of
Yeah.
get those taste buds ready to taste some flavor.
Get the belly ready for the food.
Absolutely.
Right.
And now we'll throw a splash of Angostura in here. Just give it some bitter components. It dries it out a little bit more, and then we just this is the exciting part.
What's this?
This is the Cava. You want it.
Oh,
just a little pop.
Happy New Year!
Just a little pop. Yay!
I have to every time. Doesn't matter what happens.
Then we just top with the Cava. Glug, 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 glug. Love Cava. Cava's a sparkling wine. You can use champagne, sparkling wine. I just really like Cava.
Why
I
not?
find it's very good, and
I love it that you're making two.
it's not too expensive. Well, you gotta make two. We gotta drink these.
I
bad
know.
boys.
I love it.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and throw a straw in there because it's fun. They're paper straws because
Save the turtles.
go turtles. Now we're gonna grab some mint. Now what I like to do, I was trained many moons ago.
Yeah.
I was trained to give my mint by my mentor. Give it a whack. He
Yeah.
didn't give it a slap. He gives it a whack. I just love it. I just love it. And when you give it a whack, you'll notice the aromatic component of the mint just kind of.
Can I just
You can
add that I am the queen of mint slapping?
Would you like to slap this one?
Yes.
Give it a slap. Give it a good.
That drink knows what's good for
Give it a good slap. Boom. Boom.
Oh, 3 for good luck. There you go.
And I can smell it from through the glass. It's unbelievable.
Wake up those oils.
Totally. And we're gonna shove those in there. Now, this you could call it here, right?
Yeah.
But what I said is I wanted to make simple drinks and kind of give them that flair of being at a restaurant or at a fancy bar.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do this with a couple of simple tools.
Okay.
We're gonna take an orange and we're gonna take a lime and we're gonna peel them with a hand peeler. You can use a peeler that you use for a carrot, anything. I recommend using your thumb to turn the fruit instead of the peeler. That way you avoid cutting yourself. Very important. I'm gonna make 2 orange slices and I'm gonna make 2 lemon slices. As notice, I'm moving the fruit. I kind of use my thumb as a leverage point so you don't slip and cut your thumb or anything off. It's happened. It's the worst. I hate it. Now, to really punch it up a notch, in my opinion, I like these kind of things.
See, Brandon says he always waxes mint.
I don't know. I'm not sure
Brandon?
what you just. He does what?
Brandon, he says he always waxes mint.
You gotta love a good whack of the
mean-
mint. You gotta whack your mint. I'm telling you.
You do that, Brandon?
So I've started
Love you.
making pies lately, and I decided
Pies?
pies. I know it's
What?
crazy. decided to buy myself a lattice cutter just because it looks so exciting, cutting all the lattices and doing all the lattice work with those pies.
Yeah.
I get really into it. I go full OCD.
Yeah.
Anyway, this tool can make your peeled fruit, which kind of, cool, fine, whatever, little lackluster. Take your lattice cutter and you literally just cut the edge of the fruit with the lattice cutter. Excuse me. And you now have like just a lovely garnish. We just added all this texture to this garnish, made it look a little trickier.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
And you just stick it in there with your
I would
mint.
do that with my ravioli
Yeah, exactly.
cutter.
Perfect
Right?
example.
Yeah.
It's I didn't realize that that's what they were doing to ravioli until I got my lattice cutter. But my God, it really is a game changer as far as I'm concerned. It takes a cocktail, kind of a home cocktail, and makes it, for lack of a better phrase, Instagrammable.
I mean,
Just a little lattice cutter.
Danny says it looks yummy. Well, I will be able to tell you in about 3 seconds
3, 2.
that it tastes yummy too.
It's gonna be like a little dry, a little sweet. It's kind of the best of both worlds in regards to a sweet dry cocktail. I would describe it as almost like Goldilocks. It's just right.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. Cheers.
Cheers.
What was it called?
I go through the straw.
Cin something?
Cin Spritz.
Cin Spritz. Cheers.
Very refreshing. Not too boozy,
Yeah.
but boozy enough that you're getting your money's worth. Because that's what I'm all about.
It's true. It's like it's a little boozy, but not to get
Boozier than a
crazy.
Spritz, for sure.
Yes.
Like an Aperol Spritz, this is
Boozier
definitely
than a
going to get you
Spritz.
more knocker than an Aperol Spritz.
boozy than a spritz,
But not as boozy as martini.
not as boozy as martini.
And you get that Cava, the bubbly from the Cava. It kind of gives you, it's got that sugar and it's got that kind of energetic buzz. Gets you moving, kind of like this.
This gets the night going, right?
Yes, it gets the night going.
Yeah.
Or the afternoon.
Or the afternoon.
Hey, whatever.
Or just whatever.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he
Got
does.
the peanut gallery laughing.
We getting the afternoon going. Woo! Be careful not to poke your eye with the straw. So just sip out of the straw, whatever.
It's delicious. Shout out to Tex who's tuned in as well, and also James Garcia says I really like the cocktail that it looks like apple juice. It does actually look a little bit
Totally
like apple
does.
juice,
Totally
but it
does.
is not.
No.
It is definitely not
It
apple
gets
juice.
you way drunker than apple juice does.
Is it true that
For
when
better
you
or
drink
worse.
through a straw, you get drunken quicker?
The deal
'Cause you're
is
drinking
that when you
less
drink through a straw,
like
there's less air,
air?
so
Yeah.
you're getting more alcohol. I will
Yeah.
tell you this.
Yeah.
Not to drink irresponsibly, but if you stick a straw into a bottle of beer and bend it over the edge, you can shotgun a bottle of beer. Yes, it's pretty
How
pretty
does that
foul.
answer the question?
I don't know,
Do
'cause
you
it-
get drunker?
I guess you get
drinking out of
drunker if you
straw?
put the straw to the side and just bottoms up it, I guess.
Yay! Tomoko says she loves my outfit.
That sounds like a science question, and
It
I
is-
love
think
science.
I think I looked that up once, and
No, the answer.
it was because you drink less oxygen.
Air.
Or something.
Yeah, there's less air. That would make
yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah.
If you drink beer out of a straw, you're gonna get wasted.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep going back to beer out of a straw.
I don't know. I
I guess I just got beer on the mind. I don't know.
I'm gonna put
Which
this
is
down
weird.
here.
Okay.
I'm ready for drink dos.
Well, drink dose, you're in
Yeah.
charge of. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through it, but I can tell you a little story about this.
Tell me a story.
So I went to England last year to compete in a competition, actually. A little national,
We
a little
actually hung out
international
shortly
competition.
before
Yes.
you left.
Yes, I was super excited. And
Yeah.
while on the trip, I met a bunch of gentlemen. We will call them the Double Cream Boys. And they kind of, one of them in particular, took me on a little tour of London after the competition and took me to a couple of bars.
Yeah.
And at the time, it's quite hot in
Bars
London.
or pubs?
Oh yeah, pubs, but proper like craft bars.
oh,
to,
really?
like,
Oh, okay.
fancy.
Okay.
Like there's one place that like took, I can't remember the name of it, I'm blanking, but it took like, the garnish was all the drink. Like you saw, I just garnished these drinks, made it big. These guys would like cut like a dragon out of like a fruit, and like that's your garnish. It's like
Wow.
what? Anyway, it was quite hot in London at the time, and he kept talking about this place called Swift, which is fantastic. If you're in London, you should definitely go there, and you should
Okay.
definitely get an Irish coffee.
Yeah.
They're well known for this.
Yeah.
But it was so hot, and like the last thing I wanted was an Irish coffee.
Oh yeah.
But I drank it and I loved it, and it was delicious. And then I came back home being like, I'd like to develop a drink that is like an Irish coffee.
Okay, I need to keep drinking while you tell me.
Keep drinking, and even on a warm day, you might want to have a small nip of it and it wouldn't be too hot. So that's how we developed this drink. It's a 1-sip Irish coffee, or I also call it
What
an
do you
Irish.
mean we? myself and I?
Me and my staff at the time. I was working at a bar called Bar Stella in Silver Lake, and I have one particular friend, Erica, who worked there, and her and I kind of discussed it and kind of worked through it and came up with it. She's a great cocktail lier. Is that a word? A great mixologist.
Okay. I'm excited. All right.
So you're going to be making this drink. While you're making this hot drink, I'm also going to make it so you can pass over the ingredients. I'm going to make a cold version. Okay. But you're going to start. So you want to grab the larger glass carafe. Again, this is very easy for you guys.
Okay, so it's a stirrer.
Yeah,
nice.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah.
And you're going to pour in 3 ounces. Here's a jigger. Of the coffee, the cold brew coffee concentrate. Yeah, so basically what that is a 24-hour cold brew coffee. So you're taking tap water and coffee and you are mixing it together and letting it sit for 24 hours.
So the old coffee that I had from like yesterday morning, I could literally use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. Cold brew concentrate, you just want to use it basically. Cold brew is going to be watered down by the ice. This is before it's watered down. And you're going to do 3 ounces of that.
3 ounces.
3 ounces. Right. So what is that? 6 of the big one. Is that right? Yeah. No, it's 2 of the big one, excuse me.
What, this is 2 and this is 1?
No, it's 1.5.
Whoa.
The big side is 1.5.
Tiki pour in
use
my
use the other side. Or do whatever you want. It's your drink.
Don't tell me how to make a drink,
sorry.
Mike.
I'm so sorry.
No, please actually do. Please do, because I don't know what
So that's 1.5. Okay. I double checked it before
all right,
I came.
Okay, wait.
I should have brought my own jigger. Wait, that seems light.
That was 3.
All the way to the top?
That.
No, you got to go all the way to the top twice.
No, that's 2.
No, that's 1.5. I double checked it.
Where's the other jigger then?
I swear.
Wrong. I have a 2 ounce.
No, that's a 1.5. I'll show you.
Oh.
So here's 7.5.
Whatever.
This is how you measure it out. That's 7.5. You're doing great. It's gonna be great. It's just gonna be extra caffeinated, which is perfect. So now that's your cold brew. After the cold brew, we're gonna put in some Tropical Ohio Night Vision. Tropical Ohio is a local brand as well.
Stuff?
Yes, it's fantastic. It's made by a guy named Justin Hodgson. He makes it locally.
Yeah.
If you want to get this, you can literally go to Tropical Ohio's Instagram and just direct message him. He will deliver it to your house. That's how serious he is about making sure you try his syrup. At least in Los Angeles. That being said,
all right, everyone.
This is a
settle down in the back there.
What are they laughing about? This is a basically it's a Kahlua. It's like an espresso liqueur.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But it's much nicer.
How much of this do we need?
You're gonna use the same amount, 3 ounces. So however you get there,
big one.
however you get there,
2 of the big one.
It's on you. But I think it's gonna be just great. You can't put too much of that in a drink. You really can't. It's just you can put it on ice cream. It's phenomenal. They also make a passion fruit syrup as well as an orgeat.
This is not normally the jigger that I work with.
I understand. Me either.
I have a 2 ounce.
I'm ashamed I didn't bring my own jigger. I really should have.
Somebody came in here and swapped it out.
I agree. I'm with you. These 1.5 jiggers, it's so European.
So
I'm way more into a proper.
Not that anything's wrong with that.
I want a proper 2 ounce pour. So
Brandon
now
is saying, is that Tamee or is it Carmen Sandiego? It is Carmen Sandiego.
Because of the hat. I see what's.
You'll find out the mystery
on the nose. I got that one.
In the end.
So now for this drink, we're gonna finish it off with some Irish whiskey. For this drink, we're gonna use Redbreast 12 year, which I believe is on the shelf. I love this stuff. It comes from Cork, which is a place in Ireland.
Yeah.
And it's a pot stilled whiskey that I just like it. I just like it a lot. The price isn't bad. It's pretty good. It's not great, but it'll do.
Hey.
And it tastes fantastic.
The price of a good drink
goes perfectly in this cocktail.
How much?
Same amount. We're gonna do.
This is easy then.
3 ounces your way. You know, however you get there.
Hey, listen.
So with this drink, this is gonna be heated up. So you're just gonna give it a little stir. Give it a little whack. Here, I believe this is a straw, but it should work fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all in the wrist.
Yeah, it's all in the wrist. Wrist, and you know.
Especially with no ice.
And just kind of the feeling you're putting into it.
Well, I don't know what.
Pass me those ingredients.
Is, I'll do this.
Pass me those ingredients when you're done. That looks fantastic. So now we're gonna put it in a kettle and we're gonna heat it up to 175 degrees.
Okay.
If you don't have a kettle,
yeah, can I throw it in a pot
just
and
1
put
second.
it on the stove?
Exactly.
Can I do that? Yeah.
And just use a meat thermometer. We're trying to get to 175 degrees. Now while that is heating up,
yes.
I'm gonna have her take that, she has some whole cream in a small jar.
This thing?
And she is just gonna go to town for the next minute or so, whipping that up. But first, I'm gonna take the ingredients and I'm gonna make a cold version of this cocktail.
Okay, you need this.
That's right.
You need this.
Bam. And then the whiskey. Oh, it's on the shelf.
Oh, it's on the shelf.
Listen to that kettle just doing all that work.
Oh,
Isn't that
it's beautiful.
exciting? Isn't that just so
Listen to
exciting?
the whistle.
I just absolutely
so
love
what
it.
am I doing? Shaking it?
So you're just gonna shake that up, like
What?
Like shake it like a bartender in a bar. Just kind of, there you go. Just keep shaking it. Just kind of talk and shake. You're doing great.
How's it going,
I
everyone?
love this.
How's
So
it-
what's happening there? She's basically whipping up the cream, and she's adding air to the cream, the same way you would whip up cream in a jar.
Yeah.
If she was going a little harder,
Beautiful.
it'd probably happen a little faster, but that's okay because I'm over here making another drink, which is very exciting. I'm using the exact same recipe. I'm just using 1.5 ounces of every ingredient. And I'm putting that all into a shaker tin, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cold draft ice and shake that up. Tammy, how's
Betty
that
said,
coming over
Did
there?
someone say coffee? Yes, Betty. There is coffee, but it's got whiskey in it.
There is coffee liqueur,
Yeah.
and whiskey. It's just
Yeah.
the perfect mix.
Getting tired. I'm getting tired.
So, how's that feeling? Is it starting to feel a little heavier?
It's burning.
Not your arms. How's the
Oh.
how's the jar feeling?
A little thicker?
Yeah?
Is that the right word?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what are you doing?
Uh-huh. Tell me more.
I don't know.
You can whip it. You can shake it. 2 hands. Okay, mine's ready.
smells-
How's yours feeling?
It's very silent
Is
now.
it feeling
it's
a little like?
silent, and I'm breaking out a sweat.
That's the idea, is that it's getting silent. So what's happening is you're aerating the cream and it's becoming whipped cream, which is exactly what we want. So while Tammy is finishing whipping that
Yeah.
up, her warmed cocktail has now gotten to the correct temperature. So this is what mine looks like. It's kind of gonna be a light coffee color, almost as though it's already had cream added
So
to it.
glad yours is already ready.
Although it hasn't. You could put that down, I'd say.
okay.
I'll take it, check and see how she did. What you're gonna wanna do, Tammy, is you're gonna wanna grab that kettle
Yep.
and start filling up those 5 lovely glasses with
Oh.
tiny little servings. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check to see Tammy's work. I'm gonna give it another little shake, just get a little thicker. You're doing great, you're doing great. So you wanna top those and you're gonna wanna leave just, I'd say about half a finger of space because we're gonna throw some of this whipped cream on top. It's gonna look so cool. And again, we haven't really done much except shake this cream and pour some stuff into a kettle. It's really simple. No pressure.
Well, I don't want it to just, I've got to see how fast
You're
it
doing
goes
great.
up.
I'm just messing with you.
Like that?
That looks great. You can
Okay.
fill it a little higher. You can go a little bit higher, but no pressure.
Okay.
I'm just shaking up your cream.
There's a lot of pressure on this.
I'm just shaking your cream, no big deal.
There's so much pressure on this you don't even know.
You're doing so well. Those look fantastic. My goodness. Another thing about this drink that's great is it's got a lot of caffeine in it. It's also got a little bit of booze. So now if you drink those sweet spritzes, now you follow it up with a little bit of caffeine, it's gonna keep that energy going and it's not gonna get you wasted. This, on the other hand, is a giant drink with a bunch of caffeine and a bunch of alcohol in it. I'm gonna give you this. After I just show you kind of, this probably isn't gonna work that great on this one because it's already got, actually it's working pretty great. It's already got that kind
I
of,
shook it fantastically.
yes, it's already got that
That's
cream
why.
layer. So now I've kind of added in and it kind of pours down. On yours,
yeah.
you're just gonna slowly drip this in
Uh-huh.
and it should just rest right on top of the drink.
In a circular motion or just...
You can do it in a circular motion. The idea is just that you're covering the surface area at the top of the drink. Oh, see, we're squeezing. You need to go more gentle.
I didn't even squeeze it, just came out by
Now
itself.
we gotta tip closer to the, you wanna get it close, there you go. Get it nice and close. I would come over from you.
Like this?
What I would do personally
Yes.
is I would kind of lean it over the edge of the glass from right there.
Like this?
There you go, and just let it gently, just ever so gently fall in.
Yeah, like this.
There you go. Oh,
that?
it's still sinking to the bottom.
Like
If you
that?
look at that, we should test this
What
out.
is that? Why is that doing that?
I assume it's because it doesn't have enough air in it.
I
But you know
think-
what? That's gonna be okay.
I think because I shook it correctly and you reversed shook it.
You know what? You're right. I think I ruined it.
You
I ruined
reversed
it.
shook
You're absolutely right.
my perfect...
Regardless, it's not gonna
Whipped.
mess with our flavor. We're still gonna have a lovely kind of coffee and cream vibe. I'm gonna taste this cold one.
Yeah, this feels very liquidy.
Oh man, that is
My version
Mine is so
was
good. I
not
don't know what
this.
happened over there. I'm not really sure.
Guess what?
should just be creamy on top. I don't know.
Nobody knows. We can
Let's
just
give
say
it.
that's-
You know what? I
that's
think
how
you got
is.
it this time. I believe in you.
No, I think you reversed.
I ruined
You
it.
unshooked it.
Doesn't matter. Let's just drink these things, huh?
That's a word.
Yes, unshooked is
Oh, that's resting
a
on
word.
top.
There you go.
Oh no, you ruined it.
Oh my god.
May I try one? Just
Yes, of course. You can.
I'm just curious.
You can try all
I'm
day
just curious.
long. Mike.
I feel like maybe this.
Oh, would you like me to hand you one?
I guess so. How embarrassing. All right, let's see. Let's just see. So what I would try
Maybe we have a whisk.
is just kind of resting the tip, but it seems as though it's still pouring in. Guys, I really bummed this one. My bad.
You didn't. Okay, so what is it? Okay,
Basically,
so-
what you want to do is you want to have whipped cream, and the idea is that you're whipping the whipped cream up in this to make it easier. I guess I'm having a problem with my tools, and I'm so embarrassed. But what's going to end up happening is that you're going to get a nice light layer on top of the drink, as opposed to falling into the drink, and it's going to taste just the same as this one,
I was
which
gonna
has
say,
the cream inside.
the fun fact in this is, it literally gets drunk in about.
It is 1
3
sip.
seconds.
This is very true. Very, very true.
I'm gonna pour a little bit more on here,
Do it. Pour some. Pour a
that.
lot in there.
and then a little bit on here.
There you go.
So we're gonna get our producers drunk now. Like that.
The cold one is very nice as well.
That. No, you cannot.
Absolutely.
No, you cannot offer any.
You can also
information.
another.
I think the cream was cold enough.
Oh, that very well could have been it. Also, another
Does the
thing
peanut
is
gallery
you can use a spoon to
like
help
to have
you
this? There you go.
to help with the
Thank
pouring. You can use a
you.
spoon so that the pour goes closer to
We
the
got one more.
the liquid.
There you go. See?
And shall we
No one can tell us that we don't. Ooh.
shall we just tap these back?
That we-
Actually, you know what? Look at this one. The cream is on top.
Well, the cream is kind of on top on this one too.
I love it. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Yum. I like it.
Ah, and it's warm. It's nice. I like that.
I mean,
It's pretty nice.
as my dad always says, and I know he's tuned in right now. Over the lips, round the gums. Watch out, belly. Here
Here it comes. I've heard bits of that. I didn't know it
Yeah.
by heart.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully this one works out a little better.
And that's gone now. See?
That's our Irish goodbye.
That's our Irish goodbye.
I'll be the
I
same.
thought that was great.
It is great, and honestly,
Is it important?
what I will do is I will maybe later I can send you guys a video to put on the Instagram or something
no, we
of
believe you how
of
it's
me
supposed to
shaking
be.
it up properly and getting it done just right, or at least an image. You know, just a little something for you
We
guys. To,
we believe that
see.
it should be. Is it?
Am I turning red?
Is
Because
it-
I'm a little embarrassed.
Is it so important that it is whipped on
You
top?
know, it's just part of the excitement. It's part of what makes you look like you really know what you're doing. So when it doesn't work out, you kind of feel like you don't know what you're doing.
Jay says, I'm not a coffee drinker, but that looks pretty good.
I mean, it tastes great.
Brandon says, I bet it still tastes amazing. And it really does.
Hey, thank you guys. I love all the support. You got a really supportive crowd here.
I know. It's
pretty
all
great.
here for you.
It's really great.
all here for you, Mike.
And it
That's why I
only
love
is
them
going to
all
go
of
up
us.
from here. It really is. Because for our next drink,
Yeah.
we
Deidre
ready?
says, nice warm cocktail for a lovely California winter.
there you go.
Beautiful.
You know, cool. It's cool at night, hot during the day, so you drink the spritz, and then, you know, in the evening you switch to the warmer coffee drinks.
Yeah.
The third drink
Yes.
is a beautiful drink. It's really not based on anything. It's just kind of something I came up with on my own.
Oh, you made
as
this?
far as I know, somebody
made
might
this?
write in and tell us, actually, this is totally a drink that.
I doubt, I mean, I don't know.
I
Someone
don't.
might say, hey,
I too don't know. So for this drink,
I
I'm gonna
made
have
this
to clean this shaker out real quick.
Danny might write in right now, hey, no, you got that drink off me.
Ah, there you go.
I mean, we don't know.
And the truth comes out.
We don't know.
The truth, he hasn't even seen it yet. So for this drink, I'm gonna be shaking it up, but I won't be shaking it up necessarily in the same way that you might shake that I, for example, shook that last drink.
Okay.
This drink is gonna start with some vodka.
My favorite.
I'm gonna use pop. Where's that jigger?
Oh, Danny said he came up with it. He doesn't even know what it is. He says he already came up with it.
Obviously, it was Danny.
Oh, what is the name of the
So
drink?
this drink is gonna be called the Strawberry Blonde.
Wait,
Okay.
before you finish this, I thought this was a fun time to announce
Tell me.
that we have some super fun coasters that we're giving away.
Oh, fantastic. Mix coasters.
Yeah.
Those are great.
We just got to think of something that we're going to ask our viewers a question. And then the first person who gives us the answer wins the coasters.
Should it be like a question about something that's happened in the last few minutes?
That might be a good idea.
Like, what is the name of the device used to make the fruit look a little extra fancy? Is that too hard?
Way too hard.
Okay. What's the booze used in the first drink?
What was the booze used in the first drink?
The strongest booze.
The strongest booze.
Yeah, because I mean we're not messing around here.
Yeah, true.
We're looking for
What's the strongest booze that was used in the first drink, which was called
The first drink was called a Cin
Cin
Spritz.
Spritz.
Or Cin Spritz.
Go.
So I'm told by my people.
Oh, Paul said gin.
Nailed it.
Paul,
Paul.
got yourself some coasters.
Good job, Paul.
If you would like, we will all autograph the back of it.
I'll do it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Just because we can.
Good job, Paul.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Oh, Brandon was so close. Oh, here we go. JM got it. Gin. Oh, they're all, well, you're too late.
Close but no cigar, you know?
Ah, Matt.
What are you gonna do?
Same thing. A little too late.
You can
but-
just cut out some cardboard and make a coaster.
Yeah.
And just
or we can
write
just
the
hold
mix
it
on
up.
it.
They can make a screenshot.
There you go. Screenshot, print
Screenshot.
it, stick it on.
Print it out.
Seems like a lot of
Alright,
work, but.
Next drink.
So we're back to the strawberry
Yes,
blonde.
vodka.
I have put 2 ounces of vodka in here. It is Mulholland vodka, as I spoke earlier about Mulholland Distilling. I do love them.
Yes.
So love to support. Also, the vodka is fantastic. It's really great vodka, and it's got a little extra proof in it. You know I like that.
Who doesn't?
So what we're gonna do here is we're putting 2 ounces of vodka into a shaker. This is gonna be for 2 cocktails.
Okay.
Then we are going to add 2 ounces of lemon juice.
I like it that you're actually telling everyone how much it is for 2 people, because normally, I mean, I wouldn't say normally, that's a wrong word. A lot of people drink together.
Yeah, so this would
A
be
lot of people drink alone.
this would be a double batch. If you're doing it
like it.
alone,
Yeah.
it's just 1 ounce of vodka.
Yeah.
But you could just also make,
Half the ingredients.
you could also make a larger portion. You know, there's nothing wrong
Or you
with
can
that.
make this version for yourself.
I'm not opposed to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna squeeze the juice right into here.
Yeah.
We don't have to fine strain this for this cocktail. It's fine if it has a little bit of pulp in it. I don't mind it one bit.
I hate pulp.
Well, you know, we'll strain it out later.
That's fine. It's fine.
For Tamee.
It's fine.
So I've got, I basically am gonna juice 1 lemon. It's gonna end up being about the juice of a lemon if you don't have a jigger or can't measure it out. It is 2 ounces total that I am juicing here.
What is that, 2 lemons?
That was a total of 1 lemon.
Oh, 1.
2
okay.
halves.
Okay.
2 halves of lemons. Now, we're gonna use a new brand we haven't used yet. This is Liquid Alchemist. Liquid Alchemist, absolutely, is also a local brand produced in LA. They have a whole spectrum of of syrups. You can get them at SGWS, Fair.com, LibDib, Drizzly, Amazon, and liquidalchemist.com as
So
well.
all the delivery services.
Basically, you can get it at lots of places. Those are all of
I
that.
like the name, Liquid Alchemist.
And they have quite a few different syrups that are fantastic, from orgeat to prickly pear to strawberry, which is one of my favorites from them. And for this cocktail, we are going to use the same, the 2 ounces for 2, so 1 ounce for 1.
Okay.
And bam, there we go.
Yum.
So our last ingredient for this cocktail, which this is basically an equal parts cocktail, just like
I
our
think
last
it's
one.
great. Well, especially with syrups. I mean, you can make a lot of syrups at home, especially
Yes, you can.
orgeat. It's quite easy to make at home.
Absolutely, but these guys
This is
definitely,
way easier.
they take it to the next level.
That's the thing.
They're really creating a really premier product. I love making my own ingredients as much as the next guy, but when you have somebody, especially a local brand, that can make such good quality stuff, it's like I just love the idea of supporting them, and it, as you said, makes my life so much easier.
Absolutely.
Our last ingredient for this cocktail is going to be half and half. We're going to use 2 ounces of half and half.
Okay.
And what's going to happen here is you're going to see some, for lack of a better word, curdling. The milk and the lemon juice are going to create a kind of curdle quality.
Yeah.
But we like that. That's not a problem for us. Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to grab a piece of ice.
Yeah, just walk off set, Mike. Come
You
on.
want
I mean,
very light ice in this cocktail. You can even just use all refrigerated ingredients. Just make sure that all the ingredients are very cold. And in that case, you wouldn't even use ice.
Yeah.
You would just give it a shake.
Yeah.
In this case, a dry shake, or excuse me, in your case it would be a dry shake. In this case, I'm using a small amount of ice. Just because I don't want to dilute the cocktail, I just want to emulsify it.
I'm doing my famous shakedown.
Shake it!
Which is nothing.
And what we're doing is we're aerating the cocktail, creating foam, creating body. And in this case, I am cooling it.
Yeah.
In your case, all your ingredients are going to be cold,
okay.
So it won't be an issue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside for a moment while I dress the glass. And this would be the trickier part of this cocktail. It looks kind of like there's a lot going on, but it's really, really simple.
Okay.
We're going to start by grabbing a mortar and pestle and freeze-dried strawberries.
Okay.
They sell these at Trader Joe's. They're super inexpensive. They're in the cereal section. We're gonna take some of those and we're gonna just put them in our mortar and pestle. And we're gonna just break them up. And they break up super easy. They're freeze-dried, like space food.
Oh yeah.
And they just kind of break into a powder. And it is just a fantastic way of making it look like you are doing something trickier.
Yeah.
When you're really
fancy.
just sprinkling some, you're basically salting the glass.
It's like witchcraft. Anything in mortar pestle is like always witchcraft.
I do
stuff,
agree.
isn't it?
And which one's the mortar, which one's the pestle?
I don't know. No one knows.
I always like look it up and then forget.
There's another question right there.
Never know which is which.
No one knows.
So tricky. Anyway, that's all it takes. Grind it up. Now in this case, I am being a little fancy just because I have it.
Yeah.
I have a powder shaker. So I'm just gonna dump my freeze-dried strawberries into the powder shaker and use that. You can drop it into a strainer. You could literally just sprinkle it on like Salt Bae if you wanted. Whatever works for you.
Okay.
In this case, I'm gonna use this thing because I got it and it's awesome. I got it on Amazon. It was a good buy.
Can you get this drink on the International Space Station? Absolutely.
Totally.
There is
Gravity,
a bar. There is a bar on the ISS, absolutely.
I love that bar. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I worked there for 6 months. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna spray it with an atomizer. This atomizer is filled with rose water, but you can fill it with whatever you want.
Oh, it's great for your skin.
You could use, yes,
It's
you could
fantastic.
spritz it on your skin.
Yeah.
You could fill it with mezcal, spritz it in your mouth, whatever.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna dress the glass. So we're spraying the glass and then we're just hitting it with a little bit of the powder. And it just is so much
It's for
fun.
the outside.
It is so much, how fun is that?
I thought you were putting it in the drink.
It's sort of in the drink, it's on the glass, so you're gonna kind of smell rose water and powdered strawberries.
I love it.
And then we're gonna
It's
go one step
amazing.
further.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a straight edge, just because that just kind of, to me, takes it to the next level.
Yeah, yeah.
I just give it a little wipe. And it's that simple. You could do a squiggly line, if you wanna live on the edge, whatever you want, you know? And just to show you how easy that is, I'm gonna do it again, really quickly.
It's funny how you hold it under the bar, like you're working
Well,
at a bar, so you don't want your
Just have it.
customers to see.
Just
Like,
have it.
it's-
Here's a
it's a-
squiggly line. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that, I know. And then you could leave the other side
Banksy,
not
move
straight.
over. I mean,
you know,
come on.
the world is your oyster here. You can just
Wow.
do whatever you want. It's just like, boom. You get blueberries, make it blue. I don't know, whatever. So now at this point, we've got our lovely mixture of drink in here, ready to go. It's all shaken up, everything's cold. And we've got our glasses dressed. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a strainer and I'm just gonna pour right into the glass. It's almost like a strawberry milk vibe.
it is, yeah.
Really delicate, really like light and airy. That's
It's
from
great.
our
If
shaking
you
and
get
our
your
cream.
fingers on the strawberry later on, you'll be like, oh, I still have some of the drink there.
There you go.
You know what I mean? You can.
And now we're gonna double use our Cava. I love Cava for, session drinking.
Yes.
We're just gonna throw a little bit of Cava in here and it's gonna bubble up.
I mean, who doesn't love that?
And it's basically a big old glass of strawberry milk.
It's a naughty milkshake.
That is that naughty milkshake. I'm a big fan of this drink just because
Because you made it up.
it's
yourself.
so light and delicious and it looks so much harder than it is. So it often will just kind of impress the people you
It
make it
looks
for.
fantastic.
You go hand this to somebody and they're just like, what? Is that red powder on your drink?
What is that red squiggly
What
line?
happened? And then you get to like lick
You're
it.
like, what is this Monet on the front of my
Yeah,
glass?
exactly.
Wow.
Totally.
Cheers.
Sweet, salty. I love that. That's probably my favorite. It's like candy.
I mean, come on.
It's like adult candy that gets you
know
smashed.
What was that stick called that you stuck in the sugar as a kid?
Pop rock. Oh no.
There was a
Oh
stick
man. I know what you're talking about. You stick
different-
dipsticks. No.
No.
I've used it
Roll
in a
the
drink.
dipstick. What's the?
I used it in a drink.
It's a stick.
It's oh
That
my
you-
goodness.
that
It's
you-
the different sugars. And you
that
dip
taste
it
of
and you lick
different-
the stick.
Yeah. What was that called?
But it's not dipstick.
It's not
It's
dipstick.
like I definitely used it in
No,
a
it's
drink
called-
recently.
What
Oh
is it
my
called,
God.
people?
You can get it at Target. I
Everybody at
cannot-
home.
Is somebody
Dipshit?
commenting? They know what
Not
it is.
dipshit.
No, that's the.
No, that's us. We're a couple of
We're
dipshits
the
over here.
dipshits. This is dipshits.
Lick a stick is like the
Lick
kind
a
of ghetto
stick?
version,
No,
you know.
Fun dip.
Fun dip. That's it. Thank
Come on,
you.
go.
Thank you, guests.
Thank
or
you.
viewers. You're the best.
Oh, God.
This is really hitting the spot right
Fun
now.
dip.
Fun. You could use Fun Dip instead of freeze-dried strawberries.
This is alcoholic fun dip.
Isn't that fun?
This is great.
It's almost like a strawberry lemonade milkshake.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
And
taste
don't
the
be
vodka.
afraid of lemon and cream. Yeah. It's scary when you put it into the shaker, but then when you shake it, it becomes a milkshake.
Which is kind of weird. Why doesn't it look curdled? Because it
Well,
kind of does, but it doesn't
You
look
air.
like
Well,
it.
if you were to let this sit, I'm not gonna lie, it will separate.
Okay.
But if you drink it, it doesn't separate.
Who's
What
gonna
happens?
let this sit?
Listen, I'm gonna talk science for a second. I don't know if I'm exactly right, but you're
Oh,
you're curdling these liquids into a solid, and then you're emulsifying them. So
Yeah.
you're shaking them with air. You're mixing them all up, and they're basically becoming one thing. Eventually, yes, if we let this sit for
It'll-
30 minutes or so, it's gonna separate into a solid and a liquid.
If I
But-
make this and you're invited to my house and I make this,
I'm not- it's not
and you
gonna
let
sit.
this sit for 30 minutes, guess what?
Exactly.
You're not invited to my house
Exactly.
anymore.
It's not that kind of drink. You're drinking it.
No, yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna drink this whole drink.
Oh, Tomoko should get some coasters. You're right.
Oh, another fun thing. I totally forgot
Tomoko
about
lives on my
this.
street.
If you want to make a
some
drink more
coasters.
fancy at your house,
Yes.
get some fancy coasters.
Wow.
Look at that. Just takes it to the next level.
Okay, excuse me.
Exactly.
This is taking it to the next.
You need to get
level.
those.
There you go.
Let me get rid of. Dude,
You think
what are
your
these?
coasters are so great?
Get rid of those.
Those gold-plated
Trash.
Cartier coasters are trash.
Trash.
This is where it's all about now.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm just jealous that I'm not gonna have any of those in my stocking. Or I guess we're past Christmas, huh? And I'm Jewish anyway, so where am I going with that?
So, ha on you.
Yeah, this makes no
Joke's
sense.
on you, isn't it?
Makes no sense.
Wait a minute, let me put everything out that we've made so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink this one.
Where is...
Oh, the one sip. I have
Where do we have the second one?
the bigger version.
Oh, we
of
slammed it, didn't we? Oh, there you go. It's
I
over
have
there.
oh, there it is. There's the bigger version.
There's the bigger
So this is
version.
the big cold version.
Which I did like.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
It works both
I think
ways
it's great
for sure.
as small batches too.
I like.
That was
If
actually
it's gonna
really
be
great
hot, I prefer it in a small batch.
to do a little quick warm-up situation.
I thought you would like that.
See, you just know me.
I just had a feeling.
So, recap. Cin Spritz, loved it.
Thank you.
The coffee one that I can't remember the name.
The Irish goodbye.
Oh, the Irish goodbye. That's right. And then, of course, well, I call it the naughty milkshake, but you call it
The strawberry blonde.
the strawberry blonde.
I thought it was just right for
I
you.
mean, come on. I gotta say, strawberry blonde.
I knew it. I knew it.
Strawberry blonde. Even though,
We're just gonna start calling it the Tamee.
I mean, come on. I mean, just
Right?
goes for it.
I'll take 2 Tamies.
Yeah.
You can't handle 2
Can I
Tamies.
take 2 times? Yeah. Good luck. That's my answer to that. Good luck. Try handling 1. But oh my god, this was so much fun.
Agreed. Drinking, making drinks, chatting, breaking glassware.
glasses.
I love
mean,
it.
Come on.
You can't
Who
lose.
doesn't love that? Well, that's the fun thing. This is my job.
Oh man.
To invite my friends on Mix, for us to mix drinks, to have friends and family also tuning in, watching us drink your fantastic drinks.
Sounds like you're doing a really, like you're kind of living the life.
No, I'm saying I wasn't finished with my sentence.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So I would love to have you back again, so we can do this again.
I'm free. I'm very free.
Whatever it is, you're free.
I am wide open. You just let me know.
Mike, thank you so much.
Of course, my pleasure.
For being here today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will be back again in 1 week. We will be back again next Friday. Until then, I'm Tamee Harrison. This is Michael Blum. Even though you're Mike to me, so.
Yeah, Mike Blum, Hebrew
Michael
Mike.
sounds too.
It all works.
Too strict. Until
They
next
liked that one.
Until next time, guys. Cheerio.
Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.